everyone, Shikai Hokan here, reporting for the festival. So, last time I already reviewed one of the most legendary car that, well, I didn't mention that it actually has a nickname of Godzilla. And, well, today we're going to get a bit more further back in time, where there is another legendary car that, well, kind of legendary car that everyone know, which is the Fair Lady Z. This is, I forgot what its number, but it's the original Fair Lady Z. And well, as you can see here for today's episode, we're going to replicate the Devil Z from Wangan Midnight Maximum Tune, including the spec as close as possible according to the arcade game, which is the Wangan Midnight Maximum Tune series, especially the new one, the Wangan Midnight Maximum Tune 5 currently on my place, because there is a Wangan Midnight Maximum Tune 6 already released, but that's only in Japan currently, at least at the time of recording. So yeah, let's just get to it. So I think I painted it myself, if I remember correctly. I mean, you could download it from others, but I feel like this is the closest one on the car. And unfortunately, this is not the exact same as the Fairlady Z, if I remember correctly, because this is the 432 version, and the Fairlady, it's a different one. I don't really remember, to be honest, but I think it's different. So onto the tuning. Since we are going with the closest thing after the time where Akio, I think his name, yeah, Akio Asakura, changed his engine. So you know what's going on here. I mean, yes, it's not gonna be the same Fairlady Z as before. So yeah, Akio changed his engine to LS engine. So basically, we're going with this 6.2 liter V8 because this is, I think, the LS engine. I mean, yeah, there is other options, but the others are, just under V8. So LS engine is a V8. So this is the one, hopefully. And of course, the guy twin turbo it, obviously. Of course, he doesn't put on a body kit here. I mean, you can, but that's not the Fairlady we know. And of course, no drivetrain swap, because, well, that's just how it goes in the world of Wangan. And for the body kit, since we're trying to replicate the Devil Z or Akuma no Zeto, well, I forgot what I picked, but the front has Kaminari street front bumper, so it looks a little different from your usual stuff here. And apparently Nissan did rallying with this car, because it has extra light on the front like this. I mean, I don't think that's for rallying, but sure. Also, you can remove the chrome if you want to. The rear, since there are not much that can replicate the Devil Z spoiler, I go with the Forza Horizon for spoiler because this is the closest one. This one is a little too thick, I feel, so I don't use that. Yeah, I think this is the one. I mean, it's still not the closest thing that I can get, but sure. The rear obviously stock because he doesn't do much with it. I mean, there is an option for rallying. Yeah, I think Datsun did want to rally with this car. And side skirt, what is that thing, to be honest? Is that a brace? Okay, if anyone can tell me what that is, please let me know on the comment below, because I want to know what that is. I think that's the flooring. And the hood, well, as much as I want to put this on, to be honest, maybe next time. Oh god, what is this? it ended up like kinda Renault Alpine, but not really. But yeah, obviously we're going with the Nissan stock hood. As for the tire, obviously we're going with the slick tire. I think that's why they used to. I mean, not this one to be honest, but yeah, I guess that's it. And for the front we have 205, because I think that's how wide it is. I mean, we can go to 225, but I'm not sure. And the rear has 235. So yeah, I mean, then again, this is, you know, just racing. And of course the fitment, I already made it as good as possible, at least for this car. But well, it's not really fully accurate. Okay, this one is maxed out obviously, so at least we know there's a change on transmission, even though it's still a stick shift in the anime. We have race brakes, obviously. Obviously we have strengthened suspension because they did that. So yeah, basically this is also maxed out here. And as for the engine, this is where it gets tricky because I don't exactly know what's what into the engine of that car in the anime, but what I have is race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, race cam and valves, race valves, so mostly are maxed out, I guess. Yeah, I think mostly are maxed out except the turbo. Sport intercooler because they use that, and also race oil coolant because they also use that, and of course the flywheel is also in there. So with that, what figure do I made? Well, as close as I can get here. We have 823 horsepower with 690 foot-pound of torque, and it weighs 2,104 pounds. So yeah, I guess that's that. This is the closest thing that I could get for Devil Z, because if I try to increase it with the twin turbo here, actually it doesn't add much. I mean, we can, but you know what, it's fine for us. I mean, the game has 900. Okay, it's actually 100 plus. So yeah, if I add that, we went past 100 horsepower from the anime spec. So yeah, since that's that I have to talk, let's just go into a race. And what could more appropriately if we do a drag race? Well, when I said drag race, it's not as simple as drag racing on a drag strip, because in the anime, again, they race on the highway, and well, since we're going to test how fast this car is, and according to the virtual dyno, it's 208, so it's kind of close as it gets to 300 kilometers per hour. I mean, 300 kilometers per hour is 180, right? So yeah, it's already went past that. But I don't know how stable this is, because this car is not the most stable thing that you can drive. I mean, I already set it up as much as I can. And yes, this is one of those cars that, to be honest, it's not supposed to be going on S1 class unless you have the white body kit, because this car has only just under 250 millimeters of tire width, so that's a problem, to be honest. So yeah, let's just start the race then. Well, okay, there's a lot of Zagato here. Yeah, there is a lot of Zagato on the drag strip right now. Alright, 140, 150, 160. Okay, turn. It doesn't really want to turn, actually. Alright, we reached 300 kilometers per hour. Not 300. That would be insane. Oh yeah, this guy can keep up really well, huh? Let's go onto the wider line here. So we can turn. Okay, I have to lift off there actually. But we still maintain our speed above 200. Wow. Okay. 203 uphill, 202, and on the finish line with 202 miles per hour. Yeah, that's how fast this is going around Wangan Street, which is one of the longest track on Japan, which is during the 90s. There are a lot of street racer there. Okay. We're fighting a bunch of Aston Martin here apparently. All of them are DB4 GT, and we're the only one with the Fairly Z. With number 69. Nice. Yeah, there you go. That's how fast it is on the highway, but how about the handling? Well, for handling tasks, we're going to go with the Ambleside Sprint because it has, you know, the hairpins, just like the Japan mountain pass, but not that long, unfortunately. But we're not going to aim for the win on this one. We're just going to aim for looking how good it is on turn, which I doubt it's good, especially on the wet like this. Alright, keep the throttle here. Okay, it understeer for some reason. I think I made some wrong tune. Oh god. Yeah. Actually, if you manage to ruin your throttle, you're not going to have a good time with this car. Because as you can see from before, it almost went out of control actually. That's why I'm really gentle with the throttle right now. Because if it starts to wheel spin, it's a goner for you. And yeah, this car seems like it has a mind of its own apparently after you tune it. Okay, sorry about that. This is a tight place for 3 wide actually. Oh wow, the roll on those Aston Martin is crazy. Yep, that guy almost went out of control as well. Okay, turn, damn it. Yeah, this car is not the best for actual racing right now. Come on, keep your strike line speed. Oh god, no. Losing control there. It's not intentional, alright? I mean, I will share this particular tune if you want to. But, as I said, this car is not the best thing that you want to drive, to be honest. It can go out of control pretty easily right now. I mean, I could make it better, but still. This car is tedious to tune, to be honest. Especially on S1 like this. I mean, it's reaching almost S1 top. But yeah. So yeah, there you go. The Akumano Zetto. It's really wild to drive, to be honest, but to be honest, in this game, I feel like this should be better for drifting. Let's see real quick here. Okay, I don't have a drift angle kit right now, so can't do much about it. But you get the idea. This car is doing well with drifting actually. So you know what? Instead of doing it for the highway speed or for racing, this might be best for drifting. Or maybe if you want to A-class racing. Oh wow, okay, it still can reach 3-star rather easily. But yeah, it's actually really nice, but it's way too wild for its own good.